Let me tell you something most men never realize. When a woman starts opening up about her problems, it's never just random talk. It's not small talk. It's not noise. It's a window into how she sees you. Because women don't share their inner world with just anybody. They don't let every man behind the curtain. If she's talking to you about what's bothering her, about what's weighing on her heart, she's not just passing time, she's revealing something about how she sees you and what she expects from you. And here's where most guys fail. They either jump in as the fixer, the free therapist, or the emotional punching bag. They think by absorbing it all, they're proving love. But in reality, they're showing weakness, and women can sense it instantly. The truth is, how you handle those conversations decides everything. Whether she respects you or whether she quietly loses attraction, whether she sees you as a man or as a boy who bends under pressure. So in this video, I'm going to break down what's really happening when a woman shares her problems and how you can respond in a way that makes her see you as the anchor, steady, calm, and unshakable. Stick with me because by the end, you'll never look at those moments the same way again. First thing, she's feeling out your strength. A woman rarely comes out and says, "I need to know if you can handle me at my worst." Instead, she shows you. She shares something raw, messy, or emotional, and she's watching to see how you react. Do you get flustered? Do you immediately panic and try to patch things up? Or do you stay calm, collected, and grounded? See, for a woman, your reaction tells her more about your strength than any words ever could. It's like testing the foundation of a house. She's pressing on the walls to see if they hold or crumble. If you get pulled into her chaos, she knows you're not steady enough to lead. But if you stay calm, even while she storms, you instantly stand out as different. And that difference creates respect, even desire. Second thing, sometimes she just wants to feel seen. Here's a trap men fall into. They assume she's telling them her problems because she wants solutions. But 9 times out of 10, she doesn't want answers. She wants presence. She wants to know if you can sit in the fire with her without running away. Think of it like this. When a woman vents, she's not handing you a puzzle to solve. She's handing you a part of herself to hold. If you rush to fix, you miss the point. But if you slow down, look her in the eye, and simply say, "I hear you," you're giving her something far more powerful than advice. You're giving her validation, and in that moment, she feels safe. That safety, that's what makes her drawn to you in ways words can't explain. Third thing, she's revealing how much she trusts you. Pay close attention. Women are selective about vulnerability. They don't just hand their fears, insecurities, and stress to anyone. If she's letting you into that space, it's a sign of trust. But here's the mistake most men make. They confuse trust with friendship. They slip into the role of the shoulder to cry on and end up in the dreaded friend zone. Trust in itself isn't enough. What matters is how you respond to that trust. If you meet it with grounded masculine energy, calm, confident, unshaken, that trust turns into attraction. But if you meet it with weakness or endless validation, that trust gets repurposed. You become her emotional diary, not her man. Fourth thing, not every problem she shares is innocent. Sometimes she's not testing or trusting, she's dumping. And here's where you need to sharpen up. There's a fine line between being supportive and being used as her emotional trash can. If every interaction leaves you drained, if every call is about her problems and never about balance or connection, you're not her man, you're her outlet. And let me be blunt, women don't respect outlets, they use them. Respect comes from boundaries. If she's constantly unloading, you need to recognize the pattern and redirect. Don't get angry, don't snap, just calmly shift the energy. Show her you're not going to drown with her because your energy is too valuable to be wasted. That's what makes her step back and see you differently. Fifth thing, she's showing you how she views leadership. Think about this. When a woman brings her problems to you, she's silently asking, "Can you handle the weight of my emotions without losing yourself?" That's leadership at its core. Not barking orders, not fixing everything, but guiding the moment with steady hands. It's like being a captain in a storm. She doesn't need you to stop the rain. She needs to feel your calm presence at the wheel. Because if you're calm, she relaxes. If you're steady, she feels safe. But if you fall apart with her, she loses faith. And once that faith is gone, attraction follows right behind it. Sixth thing, your boundaries teach her how to treat you. Here's something most men never learn. Women don't respect a man who takes on everything. They respect a man who knows his limits. If you sacrifice your energy, your mission, and your peace just to absorb her moods, you'll lose yourself. And once you lose yourself, you lose her respect. Boundaries aren't about shutting her down. They're about protecting the space between her world and yours. If she's trying to vent when you're busy, tell her, "I'll call you later when I can give you my full attention." That's not coldness, that's strength. And believe it or not, women admire that far more than the man who drops everything at her snap. Seventh thing, problems can become attraction triggers. Here's the wild part. When handled correctly, her problems can actually deepen her attraction. Every time she shares something heavy, she's giving you a chance to prove you're unshakable. If you stay calm, redirect the energy, and even sprinkle in a little humor at the right time, she begins to associate you with relief. Think about that for a second. If every time she's stressed, being around you makes her feel lighter, stronger, calmer, you become addictive. You're not just the guy who listens, you're the man who transforms her energy without even trying. And that, my friend, is the kind of man women never forget. Eighth thing, your behavior becomes her blueprint. This one is subtle but powerful. Every time she shares her problems with you, she's not just looking for comfort, she's quietly learning how to treat you. Your reaction becomes the blueprint for the future of that relationship. If you get flustered, panic, or bend every time she unloads, you're teaching her that chaos is acceptable and that you'll always fold. But if you stay calm, grounded, and steady, you're teaching her that problems don't define the energy between you. Imagine this. She comes home after a rough day, her emotions are all over the place. Most men rush to fix or lecture, but you simply sit beside her, maybe pour her a drink and say, "We'll get through this." That one calm reaction shows her what life with you looks like, not constant drama, but stability. Over time, she starts to mirror that steadiness back to you. That's why your presence matters more than your words. Every response you give is either teaching her to respect you more or to see you as weak. Lead by example, and she'll naturally adjust to the standard you set. So, when a woman shares her problems, it's never just casual talk. It's a test of your strength, a window into her trust, or sometimes even a trap to see if you'll lose yourself. The role you play depends on your reaction. You can be the fixer and lose her respect, or you can be the anchor, steady, grounded, and unshakable. Remember, attraction isn't built when things are easy. It's built in the storms. Stay calm, protect your energy, and she'll see you as what most men never become, the man she can truly respect and follow.